Hi everyone, this is Michelle from Jeweled Nails. Thanks for tuning in to part 2 of my Dream Cremes collection. If you haven't already seen part 1, now would be the time to do so. I will be swatching chilled watermelon, strawberry daiquiri, raspberry smoothie, push-up pop, and mango salsa. And I will also be doing some nail art. Surprise, surprise. First runner-up, chilled watermelon. And here's the first coat. A tiny bit patchy, but not so bad. It's definitely going to require a second coat. Am I the only one who thinks of bubblegum when I see this color? No? Yes? I don't know. I think of bubblegum. Here's the second coat. It's completely covered. By it, I mean the nail line. And I'm just top coating that baby, which I really don't need to because like I mentioned in part 1, these dry very glossy. So if you're in a hurry, 2 coats of these babies and you're good to go. Next up, strawberry daiquiri. First coat is not so bad. I can see a little bit of patches here and there. Nothing too crazy, but it's definitely going to need a second coat. That's it with second coat, and I'm going in with top coat. You know me, I gotta make everything extra glossy. That's how I like it. Up next, raspberry smoothie. I'm in the mood for one of those. Here is the first coat. This one is actually almost completely opaque in one coat, but I could still see just a little bit through it, so I am going to go in with the second coat. Here it is with 2 coats, completely opaque. And now I'm just adding my top coat, and look how beautiful that is. Next one up is push-up pop. Now I had my reservations about this one and the next orange that I'll be swatching because I thought that they were just going to be so light that they would require 3 coats and they would be patchy. But surprisingly, they were both very good formulas, especially this one for being the lighter one. It only required 2 coats, and like I said, I was very surprised, but it is good news. And here's the next orange. This is the darker one, called mango salsa. Here's the first coat. Coverage is not so bad. I can still see through the nail just a tiny bit, so it is going to need a second coat. And here's that second coat. It makes it completely opaque and it's ready to go. However, I still need my top coat. And now, you guessed it, time for some nail art. Now, I have 2 mats that I used for my reverse stamping. For this look, I used my Born Pretty store mat. Now, the one thing about this one that I don't like is that I can't just stamp the image down on the mat. For some reason, it just doesn't stick. So I always end up having to put down a layer of base coat, and I wait for it to pretty much be dry and then stamp the image on top of that. Now you don't have to use base coat, you know, you can use top coat or a clear nail polish, but if you plan on purchasing this Born Pretty store mat, that is what you will have to do if you want to do any kind of reverse stamping. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in those images with those pretty pinks that I just swatched. It can be a little time consuming, but it is so worth it. I love to do reverse stamping. Here's my base that I'm using. The purple is by Oh My Jewels. It is called Wild Berry. I didn't show it on the video because the label fell off the bottle. And that pretty cream is Spa Ritual in the shade Presence. Now I'm just going to add a very thin layer of base coat to be able to stick that decal on. And then just press it down, make sure it sticks to the nail. And now I'm going to use a file to gently file off the tip of that decal. And for this next step after this, which I did not record because it is actually hard to do without putting my hands all in the camera, I used a small pair of scissors to cut around the decal, pretty much around the cuticle area. And then I just pretty much use a brush with nail polish remover to adhere the decal to the nails. It always works. And this is my final look. I hope you all liked it. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you will come back for part 3. It will be up sooner than this one was, I promise. Please don't forget to subscribe. And also, go check out my Instagram. I have a bunch of nail art and swatches. You won't be disappointed. See you guys next time.